everyone, welcome to another video of AlfaPTE everyone. This is Fatima. Hope you are doing well and hope your preparation is going on well. So I am really sorry for the delay, but my score came after like 7 days. So I had my exam on the 8th and I received my score literally, last week. I think I received it on Friday last week. So because there was a weekend, I don't know what happened. So anyway, but then after that I couldn't upload the video because I wasn't well. So here I am again to discuss about my exam in detail. So as you all know, we at Alpha had given our exam according to the new changes. Some of us had given our exam on 7th of August, some of us had given the exam on 8th. My exam was on 8th of August. So then I got my result and I wanted to make a video based on everything that I had done in my exam, starting from the speaking module, read aloud, to the last question in listening module, right from dictation. Now, read alouds, I had 6 read alouds, very simple. Most of them were like 3 sentences. When I had 3 sentences, my preparation time was 40 seconds and speaking time was also 40 seconds. But when I had 2 sentences, it was less than 40 seconds, it was 35 seconds. Then repeat sentences, I had 10 repeat sentences. I counted because from question number 7 to question number 17 I had repeat sentences. And I think, yeah, question number 17 was describe image. I had 5 describe images, and in my describe images most of them were bar diagrams, bar graphs, and there were 2 pictures. One was kind of like a map of a laboratory, okay, and the other one was just a process of harvesting and stuff. So it was like that, not very difficult. I put good amount of content and I spoke for like 30 seconds and I clicked next while I was still talking. Coming to summarized group discussion, I had 2 summarized group discussions. One was accommodation. The students were deciding the accommodation for the next term, like where they are moving next year. And the second one was traveling to the university. There were 3 students, sorry, both of them 3 students. 3 students deciding accommodation, living accommodation for the university, and 3 students deciding traveling to the university. So one of them wanted to travel, one of them travels with public transport, a bus, one of them travels with train, and one of them uses a cycle. So it was pretty easy. It was a lot of content. Then Retell lecture was normal. Answer short questions were good. Respond to situations, I had respond to situation wherein the printer was not working. I was in a library, but I need to make copies, but the printer is not working. That was one thing. And the second thing, let me think. You had a friend from your English class and you have borrowed, who has borrowed a book from you, and now you need the book. How are you going to ask your friend to give you your book back? So that was another response to situation. Then coming to summarized written text, I had 2 summarized written text, pretty simple. I used the same strategy. I connected 3 sentences using comma and first 2 sentence, and then third sentence semicolon, moreover comma, and third sentence. The strategy is already uploaded on YouTube. That's, you can watch and see. Essay was experiential learning, exactly how I had uploaded the essay. I have done similarly, but in essay we have experimented a lot, like a lot of us have experimented with the essay. And I think the easiest way to do is by you need at least, just keep it in your mind, 80 to 100 words related to the topic. Rest up to you. You can put whatever structure you're using, but at least 80 to 100 words should be related to the topic. Then you should be fine with essay. You can get good score. Then drop down, I had neutral gases like uh, helium and all that. Then there was La Bella Roma, town of the 18th century, that one. Then for summarized spoken text, I had 18th century industrialization. And right from dictations, I remember one. If plants roots are damaged, the foliage will get affected. I got that one. There were three right from dictations. So basically this is what I remember. Now coming to question wise how I did, like I said, respond to situation, I've done exactly the way that I've shown you. But here in one respond to situation, there was only two sentences. That was, let me read. I've written it because I don't want to forget it. You need to copy a few documents in the library, but the printer is not working. The paper area is blinking with red light, and you don't know what to do. You need to go and talk to the library for assistance. How are you going to do that? Now, here you need to add some information from your side. So I can start by saying that, hello, sir, or respected sir, because librarian, what are you going to say? So, hi, sir, I need to make a few documents. I need to make a copy of a few documents, and the printer is not working. The red light in the paper tray area is blinking. So, maybe the paper is finished. Can you please come and help me, because these documents are really important and I need to make the copies as soon as possible. If you're busy, at least let me know what to do so I can check if the paper tray is empty and refill it. So I will really appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Okay, so this, you need to add something from your side. Even if you don't know, you can add that, I understand the importance of the situation and I really want to get the best out of it. Thank you so much. So that line also you can fix. But I would personally prefer that you, this is the basic thing. Pa- Printer is not working, you need help, ask for help. Then the second thing, the friend. Your friend has borrowed a book from a friend of your English class has borrowed your book. You need the book back. How you're going to ask? Just this, only this much is written there. So how are you going to say? You can't say, dear friend, you have borrowed the book. I need it back. Give it to me. That will not be for 30 seconds, right? So you are going to elaborate a little bit more. Hi, if hi friend, remember when we were together in English class, you took my book, but I really need my book now. That's why I wanted to know if you can get it today, or you can get it to or tomorrow, or if it's not possible for you to come down, let me know your address. I can come down and pick it up from your side. Hopefully we'll sort it out together. If you still need the book, I can give you the name of the shop from where I bought the book. Just keep looking. If 30 seconds are over, stop, click next. If not, just keep adding your piece of information, because here I realized that in my response to situation currently, there were only very short questions, and if you read the question, it will not complete the 30 seconds part. So you have to add some part from your side. Then you can maybe put that fixed line. Okay, yeah, I know the importance of the situation and I really want to make the best out of it and stuff like that. Okay, so this is how I did my response to situation. Then essay, like I said, summarize written text, again same. I didn't make any change. I just added 3 lines, and first 2 lines with comma and third line with semicolon moreover comma. Then essay, like I said, use the same structure, put 80 to 100 words. My essay, I have written, it was 276 words, I think, somewhere around close to that. Then reading, I didn't do MCQ multiple answers properly. I don't remember. MCQ single answers I did well. Reorders I did well. Uh, ris- Drop down and drag and drop, both of them, that was good. They were pretty simple, nothing too difficult that we don't know what it means. No high, too difficult, not a very high vocab word that we can't understand the meaning. Pretty simple, pretty doable. Coming to listening module, only highlight incorrect words. The second one was very fast. So make sure when you practice highlight incorrect words, you increase the speed also sometimes so you get used to it. Then listening fill in the blank was good. Uh, but one listening fill in the blanks were very close to one another. So always keep looking at the screen. If you're not typing directly, keep looking at the screen so you don't miss out the blank, because they were very close to each other. Then with summarized spoken text, try to put phrases. It, if you can't put complete sentence, try to put phrases like 3 to 4 words together and stuff like that. That will give you more marks. And write from dictations, extra words and write from dictations. What I did was I put five extra words and write from dictations. And let me share my score. I'm going to share my score report and I will show you what happened. But all the 5 words were related to the topic, were exactly the same as the words which were in the sentence. When we practiced with random words, when we put random words, we didn't get 90 in writing. When we put words which are the same words as the write from dictation itself, then it was okay. But random, unnecessary, unimportant words that don't make any sense, they are costing you marks. So you have to be very sorry, aware when it comes to that. So as you can see, this is my result. Listening 90, reading 90, speaking 90, writing 90. And it was given on 8th of August 2025 in Australia, in Pearson's Professional Centre, Melbourne. Now, everything which we have tested in the real exam also. And here is the proof that it's working. We will never tell you to do something unless and until we are 100% sure that it is working absolutely fine. So yeah, that is exactly what happened in my exam. I'm going to make a detailed video in regards to everything else if it's still not clear. But I think I've made a video about summarized group discussion. I've used it exactly as it is here. Respond to situation exactly as it is. Essay exactly as it is. And what else? Describe image the way I have used it in the video. I've used it exactly as it is. So whatever strategy I have explained, I've used the same strategy, all of those strategies in this particular exam without even any change. Even in write from dictations, we have tried adding extra words, relevant extra words and irrelevant extra words. I added extra words which are relevant to the topic, and one of my colleague added extra words which are irrelevant. I got full 90, he got 85. Now as a trainer, getting 85 is different, but for a student getting 85, that means a trainer knows that he didn't make any other mistake. When we are experimenting, we make sure that we are writing everything else perfectly well. Only one part which we are experimenting, we leave it like that. So if we are losing like 5 marks by adding irrelevant extra words, I don't think you should be able to do it, because you might make other mistakes also. Like you might make mistakes in drop down blanks or essay or summarized written text, or maybe you don't have so much content in summarized spoken text. Sorry, not drop down blanks for writing, it's not there anymore, but you know what I mean. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you don't add irrelevant extra words that do not make any sense. Just add words which are related to the sentence and you should be fine with that. But try not to add more than 5, because you have only experimented like by adding 5 extra words, and we want to keep it that way. We don't want to add too many extra words, because when last time when I had experimented before this, when I was adding like 7 8 extra words, I was losing marks in writing. So because it might affect your grammar, like too many extra words, the system will flag it for incorrect grammar and stuff like that. So just try not to add more than 5, maximum 5. And 5 also if you need, also if you they are related to the topic. If you genuinely have a confusion, if you genuinely are not sure about a spelling, only then do it. Unless and until you're genuinely in need of adding extra word, don't just for the sake of it add extra words. Okay, so that is how my exam went. Everybody was asking about, ma'am, what's your result? This was my result. I hope everything is clear now. If you have any more doubts and queries, I am more than happy to make videos in related to the topics that are going to be useful for you. If there's anything else that you want me to help you with, please don't forget to comment, and I'll keep that in my mind. And if you like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.